Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, very, very good afternoon to all of you, and welcome to the lunch for the exciting 10th Asia Polo Cup Day on this lovely summer's day. Sort of. My name is Roger Dakin. It's my real pleasure to be invited back by Neil to do this lunch on this splendid sporting day here at the Royal Berkshire Polo Ground. I have to say, at my age, to be honest, it's pretty good to be invited anywhere, really. But especially as yesterday I was in Canterbury and tomorrow I'm in Brighton. So not only is it a great pleasure to be here, it's also damned inconvenient, really. Now, take your seats, folks. There we are. That's it. Come along. You're a bit late, but don't feel bad. Sit yourselves down over there, look. You alright? Yeah, lovely to see you. That's it. Lovely. It's always an exciting day in the polo calendar, and also we raise money for charity as well. We have got a fantastic lunch planned for you today. And as you can, we've got comedy, I hope. We've got a fashion, we've got music, and then we've got some polo later on, be about midnight the way things are going. As you can probably see, I am not the ideal size and shape for playing polo. In fact, I think the horse would be happier riding me, to be perfectly honest. And this morning, the British and Irish Lions beat New Zealand. Yeehaw! It's appropriate that we're here at Windsor with all the association of the Royals and their love of horses. Windsor races every Monday evening. I went there a couple of weeks ago. I got into the paddock and a chap sidled up to me and said, "Would you like the winner of the 8:30? I said, "No thanks, I've only got a very small garden." How many people have heard me before? How many haven't heard me before? How many couldn't care less whether they've heard me or not? Hey! Now, the ladies look wonderful. They've spent hours getting ready today to look wonderful for the men. So gentlemen, give them a huge round of applause. No, a bigger round of applause than that. Ladies, the men are going to pamper you today. They're going to look after you. They're going to give you anything you want. So, why don't the ladies give the men a huge round of applause? Now, yeah, a bit more than that. It's pretty rubbish, really, to be honest. Come on, girls, you usually make more noise than that. As some of you may recall, if you've seen me before, my main sport was hockey, which, when you think about it, is sort of polo without a horse. I was a goalkeeper at hockey, and I kept goal for England from 1973 to 1978. I had 31 tests. Luckily, only 4 of those turned out to be positive. Sharpen up, we've got a long day. In 1975, I set the world goalkeeping record against Germany in the European Cup in Hamburg when I let in 16 goals. Which wouldn't have been quite so bad, but I didn't play the second half. Imagine after a thrashing like that, we lost 24-2, totally against the run of play. And I went in the dressing room and I was hoping the team wouldn't be there, but the whole team were there. And I'll tell you what they did. They applauded. The manager, the coach and the physio all applauded. And I realised the meaning of teamwork. I realised the meaning of comradeship. I realised the meaning of one for all. I also realised I'd gone into the wrong dressing room. Anyway, that year had a silver lining. 1975, I was voted European Hockey Goalkeeper of the Year by the Germans. And as the 13th goal went in, I thought, that's unlucky. And to be honest, it wasn't all bad news, because I saw so much of the German forwards, I learned a bit of German. I found out Ich liebe dich means I like Richard. The German forward that scored 10 goals that day still sends me Valentine's cards. Mind you, Valentine's cards caused the demise of my second marriage. My first wife died when she fell down a wishing well. I hadn't realised they worked, but anyway, there we are. And my second wife was a twin. People said, how could you tell them apart? I said, her brother had a moustache. Anyway, the reason this Valentine's card was a bit of a disaster was because she wrote on it, guess who? And my first 4 answers were wrong. And you know, ladies, you know you look wonderful. And my wife used to know when she looked good. She came in one day and she was really chuffed. And she said, look at this. 25 years on and it still fits. I said, it's a scarf. We had 3 lovely children. We called them after precious stones, jade, amethyst and ruby. I said to my wife, pumice. Then my wife and I had words. Well, I say we had words. I didn't get to use mine. She said, if you weren't so pedantic, we'd have less arguments. I said, fewer arguments. Now then, as I say, I've been married twice, so I'm able to give advice on the subject of women. There are 5 things you need. Oh, hang on a minute, they're just going to meet each other. Hello, chaps, nice to see you. The bus a bit late, was it? Right. Sit yourself down, well done. Because this is important for you chaps on this table, because there's 5 things you need in the perfect woman. One who cleans the house, has hot food on the table and goes out to work. 2, one who is beautiful, desirable and has her own income. 3, one who's a great hostess and socialite. And 4, one who is great in bed, inventive and passionate. And 5th and most important is make sure those 4 women never meet each other. My wife said to me one day, how many lovers have you had? I said, I'm not telling you. Did that Warren Beatty had 3,672. I said, well, I'm not telling you, she'll get upset. She said, I won't get upset. I said, well, look, if it's going to cause an argument, I'll tell you. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you, 8, 9. Went to a disco one night, there was a chap moonwalking, backflips, break dancing to work. She said, see that bloke over there giving it large? 20 years ago he proposed to me and I turned him down. I said, looks as if he's still celebrating. One Saturday night she slipped her hand on my knee and said, fancy coming to bed? I said, you're after something. She said, I'm not. I said, you are. You're after match of the day. Come back in an hour. She came home one Monday to find me in the dining room preparing a candlelit reel for 2 using all the best china, flowers, candles, chill bottle of Bollinger. She said, this is a nice surprise. I said, too right. I wasn't expecting you home till Thursday. Now then, we are doing some fundraising night for the Red Ribbon Foundation. All the details are in your brochures. And we've got a fantastic auction later on. Really wonderful prizes, and I want you to be very generous in bidding those. We're just going to have a bit of fun by appointing a table captain who's going to be responsible for your table. So will everybody please point to the ceiling with the first finger of their right hand. Come along, everybody in the room, come on, it's not difficult, it's pointed, this is the roof, that's it, up there. All of you, come along, right the way up. I want you to point to the person as your table captain, who's the person on your table with the biggest bank account. Point now. Now, before I get Neil up here, his mum wants to say something. So, will you please welcome Renu Singh? Keep clapping, it's a long walk. Here she comes. Neil doesn't know anything about this, so this is taking us a bit of a surprise. Here you go. You're right.
Welcome to everyone. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. I just wanted to say that this, as you know, is our 10th anniversary. We started this off, we thought we'd start a new event off, and we very hard in the early days, and I just want to say that it's due to Neil's very hard work and commitment that we're all here today. So I wanted you to put your hands together for Neil. Enjoy your meal, and I'll speak to you later.
Thank you, Edward. You're right. And so I'm going to invite him up to the stage now because he's going to say a few words. He is the man who puts this all together. Nielsen! Come on, Neil. Up you come. He's coming the long way round, so just keep clapping because it's going to take some while. Because he's not as young as he used to be. Neil.
Thank you, Roger. Thank you very much. Just wiped a tear from my eye for my mum's impromptu speech. Thank you guys for coming. As you said, it's been a journey over the last 10 years. And I was just thinking of my speech, which I haven't written, but thinking and reflecting what I should say. And I was actually due to have a drink with Chris a few weeks ago, sitting in the hotel reception. And the guy, I was on my phone as always, and a guy came and shook my hand. And he was from the Polo Club in Bombay. And he jumped off into a taxi, sent me a WhatsApp later saying, Neil, so wonderful to see you in a month's time. I just wish the microphone worked. Hello? No, it's just right. Can you hear me? Yeah. Okay. I'll shout a bit louder. So anyway, this guy's name's Sujay, who I think Abby will know from. Hello? Hello? Oh, here we go. And so his name's Sujay, who Abby will know from the Polo Club in Bombay. And it was just nice, and if Chris had been 5 minutes earlier, or Sujay had been 5 minutes later, then what would have happened would I'd have introduced them. And that would have been the beauty of what we've been trying to create. Bringing people together from different backgrounds, different countries, one from India, one from England, and just through shared medium. So I'm not going to waffle on, mainly because the microphone is gone, but thank you so much. It's our 10th year. We hopefully go for another 10 years, and hope to see you all next year. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Neil. Give him a huge round of applause. Hello. My God, that's a good way of keeping speeches short. That is, I would try that. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy your lunch. We'll be back with you later on.
Spicy. The rest is interesting.
Pops on and it's like an opera style. Yeah, it can be sometimes, but then obviously in certain environments it's
looks so weird.
There we go. What do you do with your tongue? You've got your tongue up there for a while.
I've been beaten up for being since I was his
Anyone having